Welcome back to the Whiskey Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. My name is GUSTAV MULLER and this is Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 199, almost at the 200 mark. It is also the fourth whiskey, cask strength whiskey in this bracket of 5 cask strength whiskies that we are doing here at the Whiskey Couch. And I'm already missing Elna. Elna is not here for this video today, but she said we can continue. She will be back shortly. And so I'm going to have to get this done without her. Redbreast 12-year-old cask strength. So in this bracket of 5 cask strength whiskies, we have decided to include one Irish whiskey. And I think that is quite exciting. Redbreast, of course, bottled for the first time in 1903. It is produced at the Middleton Distillery, and it is of course an old Middleton Distillery. That's what it looked like. And then the very famous new Middleton Distillery in County Cork in Southern Ireland. It is owned by Irish Distillers, part of Pernod Ricard group, of course. So here we go, triple distilled Redbreast, 12-year-old, matured in ex-sherry casks, and ABV of 58.2%, non-chill filtered, natural color. So all the important boxes ticked. It says here at the back, single pot still Irish whiskey. Single pot still whiskey is unique to Ireland and in general, and to the Middleton Distillery, County Cork in particular, and is regarded as the quintessential style Irish whiskey made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley, and then triple distilled. In traditional copper pot still whiskies are characterized by full complex flavors and a wonderful creamy mouth feel. That is it. Single pot still whiskey, of course, malted and unmalted barley. Here we go. This is very, very nice. The Redbreast 21-year-old. I've got it right here next to me somewhere. That is, of course, one of my top 10 whiskies. The Redbreast 21-year-old, hiding here at the bottom. There we go. One of my top 10 whiskies. What a magnificent whiskey this is. But I shouldn't interrupt myself. Let's get back to this one. Color. Color-wise, burnished gold. Some ex-sherry cask influence. You can see the legs there forming quite thick legs, quite a viscosity to this one, so it should be quite chewy and creamy. Sweet grain alcohol on the nose, grain sweetness with fruits and dried fruits. Ooh, brown sugar, caramelized almost. Raisins, toffee, and then the very typical single pot still spices. Toasted wood spices. Can't wait to taste this on the palate. Slange. First the sweetness, the grain sweetness, the sherry sweetness, and then bam, that single pot still oak spiciness. Single pot still and oak spiciness. Chewy, sweet sherry. Fruity, oily. Magnificent. Glazed donuts, fresh pastries. Wow, look at the legs there on the side. Magnificent whiskey. Slight alcohol burn, lots of vanilla, complex Christmas spices, popping into the flavor profile. And I'm also getting something like toasted marshmallows. You know, the marshmallows that you hold in front of a flame and it gets black and toasted, and then you enjoy them, that vanilla marshmallow, slightly burnt flavor. The finish for me is long, it's warm, it's sweet and it's spicy. And there's a barley sweetness that sort of just remain in the back. Let's see what happens with a bit of water. 58%, 58.2 alcohol by volume. Now one can, of course, experiment. Add a few drops, taste, add a few drops, taste, until you get that perfect balance. Oiliness because of the water. Look at that. Sugary cotton candy. Barley sweetness. Fresh baked donuts. Dessert-like sweetness. Caramel honey, biscuits. Biscuits with icing. And now on the nose I'm picking up a bit of a grassiness as well. And now on the palate, the spiciness taking over the sweetness, which gives you a perfect, well-rounded balance. I like this quite a bit. And I find it interesting, the combination of grain sweetness and sherry cask influence that I'm getting from this whiskey. It gets better as you leave it to rest. So that will be my recommendation. Pour a dram, let it stand for a while, 15 to 20 minutes, and it just gets better and better if you let it rest. So the price here in South Africa around R1,000, in the UK around £70 if I'm not mistaken. And pairing this whiskey, I was thinking, seeing that I'm getting these donuts all the time, let's go for donuts. And I've experimented quite a bit. I've tried the plain glazed donuts. I've tried a cinnamon donut, but the spiciness was just too much. I've tried very sweet donuts, but then the sweet sugariness clashes a bit with the spiciness, and it didn't work that well. The one that I found worked the best is the New York cheesecake donut. This is what it looks like. It's got a beautiful cheesecake creamy center. I wonder if one will be able to see it on the camera. Creamy cheesecake center, and the cheesecake has got a slightly sour, citrusy cheesecake flavor profile with the crumble on top and the donut pastry part of the flavor profile, and it just works fantastic. So here we go. The flavors and the combination of the aromas and this is the one that really works. It brings out that pot still spiciness, that almost like a green flavor. Can't describe it any better than that. With the sweetness of the donut, it is. This is the best donut for a spicy single pot still cask strength whiskey. It's got a bit of body to it, and it matches the complexity of this fantastic Irish whiskey. What a wonderful adventure. Thank you for joining me. In the next video, the last whiskey in this bracket of cask strength whiskies, and then the summary in which we will reveal which one is my favorite, and of course which one is Elna's favorite in this bracket. Until then, Slàinte.